Well, today seems like the right day to try to burn this. We had some rain night before last, 3/10 of an inch, I think it was. And the wind's about 7 miles an hour out of the east-northeast, which is blowing here on the end of this brush pile. And we're starting to green up. I've got my sprayer, 25 gallons of water, in case it starts to get away. And got some paper, torch. See if we can't get this thing to take off. Looks like it's gonna catch. Should be a good burn. Pick up some of these sticks around here and so we're going to burn BJ, our butcher steer that died out there on that pond this spring, or I should say during the winter. I'm guessing he must have got down on the ice and couldn't get up and died on it. Got a lot of small branches and leaves in that mixed right there, so at least we should get a pretty good burn until we get into the bigger stuff, and hopefully that'll catch and burn too. We'll see how it goes. So we've got pretty good ignition, and it's starting to spread out a little bit. I'll give it a little bit and then run over here with the cart if I need to, then kind of spray some of this out. There's some dead grass in there and some hay, old hay that's been laying in there for a little while, so I'll let that burn a little bit. It'll probably go out when it gets a little bit further away from the fire. Looks like it's back burning that long dead grass behind here, but we've got good ignition. I'm pleased with how it's burning. Yeah, we still got a little burn here. Stomp that out. Sprayed it with water, but I guess it didn't spray it enough. And there's another little spot. And then there's a little spot over here. Eesh. Wow. That's my hair. Little ashes or something that hit my head. Still a good burn. I don't know if it's going to get the big logs burnt in, but that's okay. I think we'll get most of BJ cremated. I'm just going to let this stuff burn down here. It ain't going to spread too fast, and it'll burn down this hill and burn this debris off the surface here and maybe help with the grass coming back in. So we're just going to sit here and watch it for, oh, probably an hour, maybe a little longer, until it starts laying down. We got rain coming in overnight, so I won't have to worry about it when the wind gets up, because the rains will put most of the rest of it out. Well, it's still burning. Looks like some of the bigger gnarly stuff is starting to burn. That's all good. It's all burned down. Whatever's left, we'll either haul it off or push it up together, depending on how much is there. And we've still got some burning going over here, and the wind keeps shifting around, so I think I'm going to get over there on that northeast corner. You can see this side over here, that big log there in the center. That's, if it burns, it'll burn for a long time. I've seen them burn 2 or 3 days, sit there and smolder away. We'll see what happens with it. Again, that fire keeps creeping away down over the hillside there. There's some leaves and dead grass in there, so it'll burn that off. All this should come back pretty nice once we get some rain on it and spring finally gets here. Still got some small fires slowly spreading down the hill, burning those leaves out. You see right there's a pretty good sized pile of leaves that's going to get burnt out. And you can see our fire up there. The big fire is still burning. It's got the same intensity going on, but the winds are just enough to keep it fanned, to keep it burning. So I think we'll get a lot of that burnt out tonight. I'm going to stay with it another half hour or so, and then I'll probably head on back to the house and make sure all these small fires are put out before I leave. I'm going to let them burn a little while longer as long as I'm here. Well, it's just about out, at least the big flames. And you can see down underneath that log over there, there's some red coals, and we've got a little bit of flame going on there. But for the most part, these logs are in the smoldering stage. And it's, oh, I don't know, what time is it? 4:30. So it's about time to head to the house. I'm going to go ahead and put out the little small fires with the sprayer and call it the day here. I'll come back up before it gets dark and take a look at this, make sure we don't have anything else going on. But this is it for the day. So this is the brush pile, and I would say But that is BJ in there. He's still burning down. So hopefully the fire will stay hot enough to completely see him cremated. I've got the rest of the fire put out, and I don't think we got any concern about any spreading. Not supposed to be getting any high winds or anything this evening, and so everything should be safe. But I'll come up before dark and take a look at it. Hope you enjoyed my video, and we'll give you an update on it later on. Well, it's a little past 6 o'clock, so that's been an hour and a half since that last video, and you can see this stump is caught pretty good. So we're going to see some burning on that. This log is still, yeah, I don't think we're going to get much burn on it. I'll be surprised. All these little small pieces here, they look like they're going to burn up pretty good. And that there would be, I believe that's the steer. I probably need to get the tractor up here and kind of push some of this together and see if we can't get him a little closer to some heat and see if we can get him burned down. Well, we got the rain that we talked about getting. We've had 6/10 already. And fire is still burning. I get home this afternoon, I'm going to take these logs and push them together, and hopefully we'll burn all this out. And then I can get in there and grade it down a little bit and throw some seed in, and maybe we'll get some grass growing this spring. So thanks for watching the video. You all have a blessed day. Well, good morning, folks. It is the day after I set the big fire on Wednesday. Actually, it's 2 days now. And if you look over here, you see that most of the fire is burnt out. There's still some smoldering going on, which is kind of a testament to how much fuel was in this pile of brush and logs, tree stumps. And I believe we got a little bit of remains here of BJ that's still smoldering. So I'm going to give this thing another day. I'm going to come up here after it's dried up a little bit, dig through everything, and matter of fact, you can see some rib tips right there, so we know that that's the remains of BJ. But you can see after a little over 24 hours of rainfall, which amounted to 2.7 inches, and we still have some heat in that fire. That's just the update. I wanted to include that in this video, let you know what's going on.